it hasn't been done for such a long time. And it's rekindling memories of all those people that grew up with this music and the new generation. Black, white, red, yellow, green, orange on that dance floor having a good time, listening to the universal sound, the tongue of music and life.
He can cure my every pain. He can make me well again. Dr. Love, he ain't got no competition. Only he writes my prescription. Dr. Love.
All I remember is growing up was roller skating around the house and hearing disco. And that imprint of the rainbow and the clouds and Salsoul is just so ingrained in my head.
Just redefined everything. It was our label. No disco, no Salsoul.
I believe the time period was about 1971. I said, I want to start my own record label. I want to call it Salsoul.
I'm a first-generation disco DJ. I grew up in a very shaped neighborhood. It was what it was. It was an Italian hamlet. It was the type of situation where, you know, I took a beating. I called nigger digger because I listened to the Supremes and the Temptations and Blue Magic. I used to hide my records. In 1974, it started to happen. The Bottle by Joe Bataan. And I remember that night going, oh my God, this is so great. I can't wait to hear this. You know, and I got into the club and I put it on my headphones. I went, oh my God, and I played it. And immediately it packed the floor. And I played that record 5 times that night. And it was like, wow, this is unbelievable. I started looking out for Salsoul Records from that point on. So it was Bataan was the first one.
You got to incorporate the black sound with the Latin sound, right? And it sort of be like a Latin soul Motown, right? And what you have here is you'll have the influx of the Latino kids and the African American kids all coming together on the same dance floor, and there's no telling who else might come, right? Which, as you know, everybody came there with Jewish, German, you name it, everybody was on that dance floor. And the rest was history, because after that, gradually Salsoul started to get a name. People didn't understand this. And the only difference was, we put a conga in there, or we put a little timbales and we added a cowbell, and that's all she wrote, because people didn't know at that time, breaks were the things that were holding the music together.
If I had to make the ultimate band, the Salsoul rhythm section, Salsoul percussions, that would be my band. It's just, you know, what Vince did as a orchestra leader, as a producer. He took those players. People don't realize that the Tramps were part of Salsoul. MFSB and Salsoul were kind of like the same, but Vince gave it a little bit of that cuchi fritas, a little of that, just a little Latin flavor.
I always wanted to give sort of a world announcement, hey, we're back, but it's like, how do you do it? And I had relationships with Joe Bataan and First Choice and the Ladies of Sky and all of these incredible artists. So we found this great opportunity to make a big splash in a big way because it's something that people have wanted for years.
Mobile Mondays is a movement to preserve DJ culture and really to save New York City, to keep the vibe and soul of New York City alive. And it is a little party that was started on the concept of the 45 record.
I met Rebecca and the Mobile Mondays team through a Facebook message. The passion that Rebecca gave across about Salsoul was something that I couldn't ignore it. So I immediately reached out to her and she told me, you know, we're having a party Monday night. You should come to this party. I think you would really like it.
I wanted to find a way where I could still enjoy the art of DJing. I started DJing a long time ago, and I started DJing with vinyl, of course. And as time went on, I was using the computer, I was using CDJs, but something was missing, and I think that was playing actual vinyl. One of the real reasons I started the party and made it a 45 only party was so I could be an obnoxious brat. See these? These are hooked up. This is not a game. Okay, I'm sorry.
I knew I wanted to make a big splash with Salsoul Records, but I needed to find the right partner that actually understood that. I felt finally being at Mobile Mondays and meeting Rebecca and that team, it felt like for the first time I found that niche, I found that connection. And as a result, we are building this incredible reunion show. The artists on the Salsoul Records label are so excited to perform because they haven't performed in 30 years together.
It's just crazy. It's crazy that we live in the city and it kind of lost its way, kind of forgot, you know, this great music. I want that feeling. I want people to feel that connected again. That is the goal for this event. It's much more than just a concert. It's really a movement to bring people together again and to celebrate New York City and what this city has created.
What a great event and a great show it's going to be. And all of your favorite Salsoul artists will be in the house. We're going to take you back to when music was music. Love to everybody, and we can't wait to see you there. Love you all. Bye-bye.